So hello guys, what I wanted to show you in this short video is a project that I made for the game development workshop held at the University of Novi Sad, fall of 2016. I was the mentor in it, so let's get started. The plan was to teach students the basics of Unity, and this slide was the first thing that they saw when they came in the first day. So as you can see, it has the title Game Development with Unity, and I would start to list the table of contents. I'll go through the introduction, how it's a game engine, you have a visual editor, it's component based, it can do a lot of stuff for you, as you can see, a lot of built-in features that you don't have to code up from scratch. I have multiple platforms, multiple multimedia formats, of course, some of the basics of what are assets. I really wanted to kind of bore them to death, so at about this slide here, they really started to drift off. They started to reach for their pockets to get their cell phones. So I actually had this flat tone of voice, at least I tried to. So what are rendering components, physics components, script components, of course, yada yada yada. And right about here, the live demo slide, where this cute little girl pops up and starts clapping her hands, is the spot where it kind of got interesting, because they didn't actually realize what was happening until I pressed the button one more time, and as you can see, we're in a first-person game actually. So yeah, there's this squeaky door, and we're in a city of some sort. Let me just turn down the volume. So yeah, there's this building which has an elevator. Let me just turn it down a bit more. And the main idea was actually to kind of talk about each and every one of these concepts in a separate bit. So yeah, let's get right to it. So this is the first floor, and which I talked about the terrain component. As you can see, you can sculpt it, you can paint on it. There's all kinds of primitive shapes that you can translate, rotate, scale. The capsule, the quad, which has a image of the left-hand coordinate system, the cylinder, some compound objects that I just put together. Nothing fancy actually. Here's a little model which has its UV map completely scrambled, but I wanted to show that faces can have it, do have their orientation. So from the inside, you can't see the walls, but from the outside they're obviously there. And the first floor ends with a discussion. Here are 2 screenshots from the game Rocket League, in which I wanted to talk about differences between world space and local space. So how do we reference a point in space, and what is world and what's local space? So let's get over to the second floor. All the materials from this project are either made by me or downloaded for free from the internet. So this floor covers the basics of physics. What's a rigid body component? We can change its mass, which affects the inertia of the body, its drag, which affects the resistance it has while being affected by physics. What does it mean to have a kinematic rigid body? This one is not, these are. So what does it mean to freeze a rigid body component? How do colliders work? So this one has the radius of its collider smaller than the rendering component, and this one has it a little bit wider, so just to demonstrate that physics doesn't necessarily have to be aligned with rendering. To demonstrate on trigger events, so this ball gets a random color when it hits the ground, and when it gets through this ball actually takes the color from the first ball. So physical materials, you can see this one bounces a bit. This is a compound collider, just to show the add torque method. And here we have a basic shooting scene. So these are actually meant to demonstrate various joints. So this one has a fixed joint, as you can see, it does not move. This one has a spring joint, it can move on its z-axis, and this one has a hinge joint. Let me see. Yeah, and this is the raycast method. So as you can see, I actually made two modes, one with bullets firing, which are actually physical bodies, rigid bodies, and this is the raycast method. So if I hit the target, a hit message shows up, and I apply a small force to the place where it got hit. So let's get over to the next one. So this scene is for demonstrating and explaining what are shaders, how materials can use shaders, and how they can change the properties of that are given by the shader. So this is a pretty cool example. You can find it on the Unity Asset Store for free. Basically, just to show how you can get cool effects by changing various material properties. Let's get over to the next one. So here we have the animation scene. As you can see, there's a lot of these Unity characters moving around. This one made a lot of people laugh. So the idea was just to show how easy it is to actually this one as well. How easy it is to implement humanoid animations. Let's get over to the next one. This scene is for navigation. So this guy is following me around. This guy is just patrolling from one red key to the other, and this guy gets a random position on the navigation mesh, and this guy is following him around. So yeah, nothing special, just to show that nav mesh agents are pretty easy in this engine. You know. Let's get over to the next one. So here's the 2D scene. Here I talked about how 2D components are actually sprite renders that are placed in the 3D world. So the only difference is that when I press a button, we get into this mode with our orthographic camera. So I would shoot some aliens, maybe up. Yeah. So let's get over to the next one. So now a couple of scenes made for demonstrating Unity's UI system. So you can see all the basic commands, all the basic controls with the new UI system. Here's the drag and drop scene. You can download these examples for free off Unity's asset store as well. Here's the drag and drop of a panel. There's a resize function as well. All just to demonstrate how easy it is to actually make the user interface with the UI system. We can change the color. This panel here. You can see various transitions with this menu system. The render texture component. Yeah, and that's about it. I also did a live demo of lighting where I actually made a simple Cornell box and just played around with various types of lighting, you know, with the global illumination, baked some light maps, talked about how to set various lighting parameters such as atlas sizes for light maps, that sort of stuff. And I don't know, I mean, the students really liked it, you know. They were given 8 days to soak up all this material. So every day consisted of basically 1 or 2 floors, and after that they were given a task to implement a similar feature, and after that they were given 3 days to think about an idea which they wanted to make, and then they did it, you know. So I'm pretty happy with how it all turned out, and you can find the link to their projects, I mean screenshots of their projects, and link in the description. Yeah, bye guys.